Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here today. Just about 8 hours ago, this article was posted by Riot called The Champion Roadmap September 2020. There's a ton of awesome, really exciting news in this, including the next 2 champions that are going to be coming out and the next complete rework that is going to be coming out as well. So make sure you stick around till the end of this video to get all that information. Again, a ton of big news coming out today from the League of Legends world. With that being said, here we go, getting right into it. So they start out by talking about Samira made her stylish debut, but they wanted to take some time to talk about their upcoming plans for the new champions and the visual updates for this year and even going forward into the future. So far in 2020, they've been busy. We've seen Set, Lilia, Yone, and Samira all out. That's a pretty big year. That's pretty packed. But they're still going to be releasing a mage and support that'll round out for the champions for 2020, and a Dr. Mundo full rework. And then a little sneak peek on the first champion to set sail in 2021 as well. So, 2 new champions and a rework and the new champion coming out in 2021. That's a ton of exciting stuff being covered in this article. Riot's just been pumping out a ton of new content this whole year, and they're planning on doing just the exact same for next year as well. So again, that's really, really exciting. So they talk about becoming a fan. I don't know about all of you, but I've become a fan of so many champions over the years. Have any of you become so charmed by a champion that you hang posters on your walls, play their theme on repeat, and lock them in every game you possibly can, regardless of your current level of fandom? When Piltover and Zaun's new Rising Star finally hits the promenade, she might convert you into an instant mega fan. I hope you're all ready to crowd around and cheer her along. So this is going to be Seraphine. This is going to be the new mage that is coming out. I believe it should be sometime in October, but that is kind of what they're hinting at here. And then Wanted must be alive for reward attention. The Empire will pay greatly for the capture and detainment of this runaway criminal. The fugitive is extremely dangerous, so approach with caution. They're heavily armored and will attack if even slightly provoked. Wear light armor, as reports show war bands have been killed with their heavy gear twisted and shattered, littering the ground around them. The criminal has been known to mount a quick retreat when cornered, so bringing a highly trained team is recommended. If you somehow manage to detain this criminal, please bring them directly to the closest Empire building marked with a black rose. So this is the little teaser they have for the new tank support champion that's going to be coming out as well. So we have Seraphine, the mage, and then the tank support champion. I don't think we have a name or anything out for him yet. And then we have Twisted Obsession, which apparently is going to be the first new champion released in 2021. See what kind of information we get about him. What would you do for love? Would you go to the ends of the world? Would you give up everything you have? Would you go to the brink of life and death? If you're willing to do anything, you may just find yourself falling for our romantic new jungle skirmisher who will be twisting hearts and possessing minds early next year. So that's exciting to know that the next new champion after the next 2 new champions is going to be a jungle skirmisher. But yeah, not too much information they're giving us there. And then some of the biggest news in this is the Dr. Mundo visual graphics update, the full rework of Dr. Mundo, which they have shared updates about before, but this is the first next big update we're getting in that saga. So they want to make big upgrades to Mundo's visual and theme, not to only look better, but to better fit in with how League's visual style has evolved. They want to make significant gameplay improvements to Mundo's kit while maintaining his super tank regen and the ability to chuck cleavers. That's obviously the big part of Mundo's kit, and we want to keep Mundo a very simple champion. They're not going to have 15 dashes and a knock-up on Mundo. He's going to be still one of the easy champions to play in the game, which I think is good as well, because you don't want to change his just theme too much when they're doing a rework, because then the old Dr. Mundo player base will be mad. So after the post went out, we read a lot of the feedback about what was or wasn't exciting from our early explorations. We saw that a lot of people wanted to keep Mundo as a fun and comical champion, so that's definitely something we plan on keeping. We really want Mundo to embody a kind of dark, comical theme, which I think is what he has done for a long time. On the gameplay side, they've tried a lot of different things, but one that really stuck was pushing further on the feeling that Mundo goes where he pleases. We've decided to move forward with making Mundo an extremely difficult champion to lock down, kind of thinking like Olaf Ultimate vibes there. This direction what requires us to give him meaningful trade-offs. Having CC immunity in any form is very, very powerful, so Mundo will remain a champion with no hard CC or mobility in his kit, which I think that's fine. I think that's very, very fair. But yeah, if he is going to be this melee run-at-you champion, I think he does need to have some kind of CC immunity. Otherwise, he's always going to be just pretty niche and useless. There will of course be tweaks and changes to many of his abilities to add more skill expression, satisfaction, and counterplay, which is great because you want champions to feel rewarding. Right now, Mundo, I don't know if he really feels that, but it'll still have the same feel. We'll dive much deeper into the progress in the next dev blog, so that's going to be really, really exciting. But here's some of the potential potentially what Mundo is going to look like. I don't know if he's going to start out like that and maybe build up to this Mundo over time as he builds health or armor or something like that. Probably health makes the most sense. Or if these are just two different ideas they have for Mundo. But those look pretty sick. Kind of fitting the new art style of the game and obviously everything that they were talking about. But yeah, really, really cool information. Again, they're not giving us a ton to work with, but they're giving us just enough for people to get excited. And then until next time, one last thing before we go. Earlier this year, we said we were going to hold another poll where you'd get to vote for the next visual graphics update. We ran into problems getting the poll up and the new website. We started on the next VGU before we were able to fix them. The champion we chose wasn't on the previous voting poll. So people have been, I've heard people saying they think it's Udyr, but it also could be Corki from what I've been reading as well. So we'll have to see there. But I think it's one that many players will be excited about when we announce. We're still planning on doing another VGU poll, which that's always fun. The community getting to get involved, which will happen next year and be there for the following champion update with that. Yeah, that is it. Again, a ton of information. I'm talking about 3 new champions coming out, 2 this year, probably October and November, because Riot always takes December off for the most part for the holidays. And then a new champion coming out in 2021. That could be January, could be February, who knows. And then Mundo coming out somewhere in there as well. So that could maybe even be February, March, something like that. Because it seems like, from what I'm reading, I don't know, it probably won't be till 2021 for Mundo. But yeah, ton of information, ton of really, really exciting stuff. New content, new champions, updates, reworks, all this stuff is always so, so exciting. Keeps the game fresh, keeps the game interesting. And brings new life to some of the older stuff in the game. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below. Which part of the champion roadmap are you most excited for? Are you hyped about one of these new champions? Are you hyped about Mundo? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe to update on the latest content. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.